Okay, everybody, let's take a quick look at some of the final scores around the league tonight. The Bees were hoping their offense would show up in a big way against the Sabres. Buffalo put in a strong effort. They needed extra time, and they still get the overtime win. The Sharks were in tough with the Maple Leafs. San Jose took this one in a shootout as they get the extra point. The Kings went toe-to-toe on the road against the Stars. Los Angeles posts a win in a close one. We got to take a quick break, everybody, but we've got a lot more to get to. Stay with us. Let's check in on some of the final scores across the league tonight. The Islanders took on the Lightning. Tampa takes this one in overtime thanks to a spectacular effort in the overtime frame. The Red Wings were on the road to take on the Blue Jackets. Detroit played pad the stats night, winning easily in this one. Hey, we got to take a quick pause for the cause, but we got a lot more on the other side. Don't even think about leaving us. Well, some fun, some drama, a little bit of everything on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of those scores around the league. The Preds had a tall order to fill as they tried to take two on the road against the Rangers. The New York Rangers took this one with a strong defensive effort in their own end. The Ducks took to the road to match up with the Blues. Anaheim pounds their opposition with a big offensive night. The Hurricanes had an on-ice collision with the Canucks. Vancouver took this one thanks to a beautiful performance in goal in the shutout win. Lots more to get to on the ice. Stay with us, everybody. All right, let's get all you poolies and all you hockey fans caught up on all the action out on the ice tonight. The Blue Shirts were hoping to fly high on the road against the Jets. Winnipeg pummels the opposition into submission with a big offensive night. The Sharks took to the ice for a collision with the Ducks. Anaheim taps into another gear and skate away with the 2 points. The Kraken played a game against the Hurricanes. Carolina powers their way through late to come away with the win. Lots more puck talk coming your way, and we'll get to it next. All right, let's take a look at some of the final scores in the league tonight. The Ducks were in a dogfight on the road up against the Rangers. The New York Rangers toughed this one out, and they get the 2 points. The Devils took to the road to match up with the Canucks. New Jersey performs well when they needed to in the skills competition, and they win it in the shootout. The Cats took to the ice to battle the Sharks. Florida tops the opposition in a fun one. We'll check the inbox, we'll check the text line, and hear what you have to say next. Great night to be on the couch and watching hockey. Tons of scores around the league. Let's take a look at what went down. The Rangers were looking to steal 2 points against the Lightning. The New York Rangers terrific in the shootout portion of the game, and they get the extra point to go with it. The Kings were hoping to play spoiler against the Golden Knights. Vegas tore it up. Seemed like almost everybody got on the score sheet in the win. The Leafs were looking to steal 2 against the Predators. Toronto posts the win with a strong defensive front when it mattered most. We got a jam-packed show. We've got a lot more stuff we got to get to, so don't even think about going anywhere. Stay with us. All right, at this time, everyone, we'll catch you up on what went down and all the action in the league tonight. The Rangers look to run roughshod over the Devils. The New York Rangers triumphed easily in this one. The Sharks were hoping to grab 2 points up against the Flames. Calgary peppered the opposition with plenty of goals en route to the win. The Bruins were hoping to take a bite out of the Islanders. Boston terrorized the goalie with a monster offensive display. The story on the ice continues in a moment. All right, lots of wild happenings on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of the scores of what went down. The Sabres were looking to grab points on the road against the Rangers. Buffalo put in a gritty effort and were able to scratch out the victory. There were other games beyond just this one here in the NHL tonight. Let's get you caught up on some of those finals. The Coyotes battled it out against the Jets. Winnipeg toughed this one out, and they get the 2 points. The Lightning paired up with the Islanders. The New York Islanders terrific in the shootout, and they get the extra point. Lots more still to come, including the story in MMA, the hardwood, and more. Stay with us. Well, busy night in the National Hockey League. Let's see what happened elsewhere on the ice. The Flyers were on the road to take on the Rangers. Philadelphia torched their opponents with a big offensive display. Well, that's all she wrote for this one, but let's get you caught up on some of the other finals in the matchups tonight. The Isles took to the ice to lock up with the Devils. New Jersey pressed on, always persevered, and they get the win. The Golden Knights were hoping to come up with 2 points on the road against the Canucks. Vancouver terrorizes the opposition with a big goal-scoring night in the win. Hey, we got to pay a couple of bills here, but we got a lot more action we got to get to. Stay with us. All right, at this time, let's get you caught up on all the action on the ice tonight. The Senators were in a dogfight on the road against the Rangers. Let's take a look at the rest of the action on the ice tonight in the National Hockey League. The Jets faced off with the Canadiens. Winnipeg topples their opponents with a strong offensive effort. The Oilers were on the road up against the Wild. Minnesota pushes on through with the shootout win. Time for a quick break, but we got a lot more coming up on the ice next. Let's take a look at the scoreboard and what went down tonight on the ice. The Canes faced off against the Rangers. The New York Rangers tightened it up late when they needed to most, and they pick up the 2 points. The Blue Jackets had their hands full with the Penguins. Pittsburgh powers through in a tight one. The Oilers were hoping to quiet the crowd on the road against the Predators. Nashville technically superior in this one, and they skate away with the victory. We are as cool as ice, and we are bringing you many more stories from the NHL. We're doing it next. Was there any volatility in the standings across the NHL tonight? Well, let's take a look at some of the final scores to find out. The Hurricanes were hoping their offense would show up in a big way against the Coyotes. Arizona pops like popcorn in this one, and they skate away with the win. The Capitals were in tough with the Avalanche. Colorado tested their skills in the shootout portion, and they passed with flying colors in the skills competition. The Devils went toe-to-toe on the road against the Golden Knights. Vegas posts the win in a game that went back and forth all night. A very special guest drops by on the show, and we'll do that next. Busy night of action on the ice. Let's take a look at some of the finals that are in from tonight. The Kraken played a game against the Wild. Minnesota tightens it up when they needed to most late, and they get the win. The Capitals took on the Coyotes. Washington pushes past in a tight one. The Avalanche played on the road against the Oilers. Edmonton triumphs in the shootout, and the bragging rights to go with it are theirs. Don't even think about touching that dial or touching that button. We've got plenty more on the ice, and that's next. Well, let's take a look at how the standings were impacted with some of the final scores around the league tonight. The Flyers were on the road to take on the Blackhawks. Philadelphia powers up in overtime, and they skate away with the win. We got to take a quick pause for the cause, but we got a lot more coming up on the other side. Stay with us. All right, let's go around the horn and see what happened elsewhere around the NHL tonight. The Devils had a tall order to fill as they tried to take 2 on the road against the Hurricanes. Carolina toughed this one out, and they get the win. The Predators took to the road to match up with the Avalanche. Colorado played a complete game in this one and easily get the regulation win. The Panthers had an on-ice collision with the Senators. Florida took this one on the strength of a great effort in goal for the shutout win. Don't go anywhere. We've got much more here on the show. Here in the later stages of this period, it's a one-goal game at this point. 4-3 is the score. From the neutral zone now. And pokes the puck loose inside the offensive end. Takes the pass as he banks it off the wall. Nice pass. And that's the hat trick. Listen to this place.
And here come the hats. I love this tradition, although I will tell you, they collect the hats up. They used to give them to us, and you're like, what am I going to do? I'm not wearing somebody else's hat. I can't imagine they thought this was even possible. They played so poorly early in the game. They've worked their way all the way back to tie the score.
The Rangers have tied things up late in this third.
Really tense finish coming up. Now you don't have much time. It's a late goal and a win, or is it pushed to overtime?
Makes it look easy with the stop. A big face-off here inside the offensive end. And we are still tied as we approach the final minute of the third. Takes it to the front.
Scores! The deadlock broken. That's a big goal, and they put them into the lead. This is how you create the offense. I mean, you can't be digging the puck out of your skates all day. Tape to tape, off you go. They can't recover defensively, and it ends up in the net.
New York's got the one-goal lead here in the third.
Like lots about the way that they've played, this goal is well earned, and now they have a chance to win this game.
Passes on over to Ovechkin. Skates to the crease. Denies him. New York's got a hold of it along the wall. Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps them at bay.
Aggressive stop out on top of the crease to make the save on a dangerous chance.
Washington's ready to go on the attack. Hammers the shot. Oh, gets a piece of it with the glove. The Capitals really need a goal here. They've pulled the goalie and the extra attackers out. Oh, and it misses the net. Into the empty net for the goal. I know it's not all that sexy, but it still counts.
Yeah, and it goes into the goal column too, personally. So if you can get a few of these a year, not so bad.
New York's added to their lead with the empty netter, and Ray, that's pretty much all she wrote, I would say.
Well, you grind away to get the lead through this much of the game, and they pull the goalie, they're going to pressure you. You put it away with an easy one into the empty net.
Almost lost the puck, but hangs on here as play continues. Handles it along the blue line. Stuffs them again. There's the whistle as things will slow down here for a moment.
Always a good play. If you're not sure what's going on, freeze the puck.
Officials getting ready to drop the puck to get play back underway. Final horn is sounded, bringing this one to an end. Time to take a look at what happened around the league as we check in on some of the scores. The Caps were hoping to fly high on the road against the Rangers. The New York Rangers toughed this one out, and they get the 2 points. Let's check in on some of the other scores around the league. Hey, no shortage of action and drama on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at what happened elsewhere. The Capitals took to the ice for a collision with the Rangers. The New York Rangers took this one with a strong defensive effort in their own end. With this one in the books, there's a few other final scores we'll get you caught up on at this time. Late goings of this period. It's all tied up. The Devils win the draw here in the neutral zone. New Jersey's got the puck along the wall. Moved up ahead here in the neutral zone. Stones him with the blocker. Can't connect. Grabs the puck and looks to make something happen. Denied by the goaltender. Driving right to the front. Score! A go-ahead goal!
This game has been tight. Now somebody's got a leg up. Enormous goal. They put all kinds of pressure on. Finally, they're able to cash in. They break a tie game, and there's almost no time left for an equalizer.
Face off here in the neutral zone, and we are back underway. Slides the puck over. Denied by the goaltender. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Teams are ready for the draw. The linesman about to drop the puck. Ovechkin's won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. Excellent stick work on the play. Puck exits the zone. And that's all she wrote for this series. Well, they turned out the lights pretty. Getting into the later stages of this period, 3-2 is where we're sitting. Puck is dropped and play resumes. The Rangers looking against the half wall. Oh, what a stop! Takes control of the puck. Oh, there's one more! Another save!
No room for the shooter. The goaltender snuffed it out.
Extra attacker at one end, but an empty net at the other as this face-off looms.
Yeah, you draw the play up, you look for the face-off win for a quick shot.
Here's a chance to set up now. And that carries off a stick. Moves it quickly over to Ovechkin. Score!
Really good effort here to continue to push along, try and find a way to crack the defense. They've done it, and this game is tied.
Absolutely clutch!
Well, with the goalie on the bench, you've got an extra attacker out on the ice. You've got to take advantage by a couple of quick passes or winning a puck battle. They do it perfectly, and they're able to score with extra skater on the ice.
And they won't connect on that one. Right in front with the shot. How did he stop that one? Here he is in close. And there's another stop.
So good. A couple of quick stops keep the puck out.
That's using the body on the block.
The D-zone team is out of gas. They can't get to the puck.
From in close. There's the go-ahead goal, and we have a new game.
Taking the lead now, you control it. You push the pace, you push the other guys back on their heels. The clock was ticking down pretty quickly, it seemed like, but they're able to break the tie in the last few seconds here. That's a big goal for them.
And now it's grabbed by Klefbom. Round 3 in the books. Next stop, the Stanley Cup Finals. There's the horn, and they're moving on. Impressive win. They look a little exhausted out there, but man, it's off to the Cup Final now.
It's been a long season, a really grueling playoff up to this point, but now they move to the Stanley Cup Final. 4 wins away from the Stanley Cup.
A lot of smiles as they make their way through the ceremonial handshake, and rightly so. They were good this series.
They were good this series. They've really deserved to be on the winning side of this. They were just able to execute a few more plays at critical times.
There's your Eastern Conference champions as they are being presented the Prince of Wales Trophy.
Well earned. Certainly not the trophy that they want the season to end with. They want one more. One big, beautiful trophy. But that's 4 wins away.
For my broadcast partner, Ray Ferraro, my name is James Cybulski. Thanks so much for joining us. Good night.